Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Avant Novis live stream. Today we'll be making a map, and we're going to be using a different software this time than usual. It is called Wonderdraft. We featured this on last Friday's stream. We made one of our realistic maps from RH into a version of this. We wanted to kind of open it up a little more, look at some other features it had, and really go from maybe a start to finish on the software itself. To do that today, we'll get started here in a second. But first off, I'd like to thank a couple of people. We'd like to thank our good friends over at ArtRage for in the past promoting our videos. Go check them out. Our software for doing maps will always be ArtRage. They'll always be our biggest presence. We're always just branching out and checking some other stuff out, and we'll continue to do that. In addition to that, would like to remind everybody we have maps on DriveThruRPG. They're really discounted. We got actually something very special today. Here at Avant Novis, we are in the business of not only making maps. We're currently making games. We got two huge announcements coming up very soon. We're about to release 2 games, and we're really excited about that. And I wanted to take some time to show everybody one of our more finished 3D printed sculptures. Okay, this is a floating war golem, and it is actually to scale. Let's see if I can finish in. This is 3D printed. We actually designed this ourselves. The face on the bottom is so it can talk to its subjects, like, "Arr, here, you do this, do this." And subjects like, "Oh, okay, well, obey," and "Arr, okay, flow away." And so this was actually one of our first experiments in ZBrush, and we printed it out. We're gonna prime it up a little bit more. And we're going to start doing videos on sculpting and how that process of how we do these. Any of our digital artwork or any of our artwork in the Avant Novis game itself or in our board games, we've got a couple coming out. We're going to make sure it's preserved as 3D files and 3D objects that you can actually 3D print if you want. Kind of maybe a little bit of an open source there, just to allow everybody to do anything you want with it. Alright, let's put that back up. We're also going to do a video a little later showcasing some other stuff. We also just got our hands on a resin printer that is doing amazing things. And we'll get to that in another video. Probably on Friday we're going to have a giant show and tell. So let's go ahead and let's get started drawing. Let's go ahead and open up Wonderdraft here. The little corgi that we really love. Let's go ahead and start with a new painting. We're going to go just with a 2750 pixel by 2125 pixel theme. Let's go feudal. Hit OK. There it is. Zoom out, zoom in. You can always mess with C a little bit. Let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and get started here. So let's first kind of do a landform, and we're going to do an actual big continent here, an actual world. So let's just go for it. Our size is 56. I'm using my stylus right now. Just applying, again, this is the really rough imagery. We'll do a large continent here. We'll start with the subcontinents. It's feeling a little European. That's cool. Maybe it has a big inland sea here. Oh, maybe it has 2 inland seas. Let's do that. So the inland sea there. Maybe this kind of craggy inland sea here that leads out into the ocean. Get that down there. Let me know how the music is. Let's get that mic a little closer there too. There we go. We are still trying to get a better mic. We know that is the #1 tip that people have been asking us to do. We are aware of that, and we appreciate the patience from everybody. Let's have this continent kind of float up into the top here. Maybe, yeah, we'll start with that. Maybe something like that. And we're going to increase our brush size and fill this in. Kind of being aware of what we did. Once we did that, we're going to go in with our brush again, our actual coastal brush, and we're going to rough stuff up and make lakes and all kinds of happy stuff like that. Got a cool little island here. I mean, cool little continent here. There we go. And we have this little area here that goes up. Maybe we'll come down here and expand this area down here. Maybe create a little jaggier line right there. Looks like a very angry eye or something. Let's go in here with our water brush and clean that up a little bit. Maybe it has something else there. Take the roughness down a little bit. Increase the brush size so we don't have to push as hard. There we go. This kind of goes up and tries to connect with it. So we're already getting some kind of cool coastlines. Maybe this isn't connected at all. Maybe this is just a island that's ripped, a little sub-island that's come off this after thousands and thousands of years. Gonna be kind of like this craggy coast. Not bad. Got kind of a tangent right here that we definitely don't want. So we'll fix that here as well. If you're joining us, we are on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, on both channels on YouTube. And we would like to welcome you today. We are glad to have you here. We're glad to see you. Again, if you want something done with this map, please go ahead. Let us know. We're also thinking of making this map available on Drive-Thru-RPG, just for grins and giggles. Maybe we'll make this. It's kind of a cool little map we got going on here. All right, very cool. Let's get some islandage in this. Make it really. Right now, doing the raised land brush. Maybe connect something up here. Yeah, oh, hate it. Absolutely hate it. Add some more stuff down here. Break up the imagery. Break up this landform. Got another inner sea right here. Again, we got to be thinking that this place is big. This place is really, really big. I'm talking Europe size to Asia size. pretty. Peninsulas. Got something down there. Get that a little straight. Oops. Oh, yeah, Control Z. Works really good on Wonder. There we go. Alright, not bad at all. Let's get something else up here. Yes, we will continue to do maps with Art Rage. I'm just kind of branching out because I feel like it, and you can only do so much with so many programs. There we go. See? There we go. All right. Let's zoom in and have a look at that. Very fun. Now let's go in and we're going to paint this a little bit from the get-go. So this is going to help us decide what's hot, what's not, what's cool. And we're going to reverse this. We're going to have, well, not really reverse it, but oh, that's great. We're going to make this cold on top and warm underneath. Next we need kind of a amberish. And we need a happy green. Let's see what that looks like. That's not bad. It's not bad, and that's not bad either. So let's go ahead and we're going to go and start on our deserts. Brush size, opacity, we're going to kick down. Brush size, we're going to kick up. And up here, we're going to put our desert area, kind of our warmer area. Maybe some warm areas kind of in the middle here. Just a little planning, a little pre-planning before we get stuff done. And our neutral, looks like we already have the neutral. Our green area is going to be in this. I don't know if I like that green. Let's see if we can get a yield. Yeah, I don't like that green. It's too green. Let's pull a darker one. Yeah, I don't like that one either. That one works. That one works. Just come over here and now we will go in and we will fix these a little bit. This is just me kind of planning where stuff goes, where some texture is. And where climate is. You go to our big brush here. Very gently just kind of go over the places we've been. So it's just adding a highlight here and there on edges. Taking this neutral color and just kind of going over stuff as such. Alright. So let's get started on mountains here. First things, we're going to go into symbols, we're going to click on mountains, and let's go with 3 mountain choices. We have penciled mountain large, and penciled mountain small, and inked mountain small. Let's go with our large mountains first. Let's bump the scale down to about 50 on these. We're going to first zoom in, and these are going to be our very biggest mountains. Maybe even, let's go with 30. That's probably good. And let's, right here, we have definitely something separating these. So we're going to put our biggest mountains right here. Just a couple large peaks. Probably mountain range kind of right here. Maybe up here by this desert. We're going to kind of pack it in here as well. Yeah, these are our largest peaks. I've just written down. Maybe we have just down here some big mountains too, but everything else is relatively small. Maybe a couple down here. Maybe one right here. Now we're going to go down to our smaller mountains. We definitely want these a lot smaller than that, so let's bump these back down to about 20. And we are just going to create the little lines that come off these mountains. Already have a pass right there. Zoom out. Like that. That's working. Oop. Shenanigans are taking place. There we go. Again, we're just forming some mounds off these big ones. Probably need to make some more right here. Why it does that. Let's go back in time and let's fix some of these. This weird effect that I don't know if it's me doing that or if it's the specific setting in the program, but it's shrinking some of the things that I do. So it looks like I'm getting a better effect if I start near the big mountains. Yeah, that's a lot better. Let's keep it going with that. Just kind of, you know, reach them out like fingers. Here in the desert, we'll just get some low-lying stuff. There we go. Over here, maybe just a couple little things there. Welcome to the stream. Some mounts there. And again, we're just working, just let it flow. Feel what's right. Lots of medium-sized mountains here. Again, these are our smallest. Let's move on over here. Turn this up to 20. Really add a bunch more mountains right in this area. Separate all the people we can think of in our notes that I have on the side. We'll just put down like this is where indigenous people lived, and you have two. There might have been some trade and some, wars fought between people on either side of that coast. Like it happens. Or like there's rumors no one ever made it, or there's three types of people. People that lived over on that coast, people that, that lived other places. Alright. Let's see, 20% on that. Alright. Let's see, we're almost down here. Let's go back to our mountain placement. Make sure there's up to 25. Oh. Hey, it's not the mountains we want. Again, this product is in alpha, so it has a couple quirks still. That makes it endearing. This is our big grasslands. Let's get in there and make some hills now. Let's see if we like that. I don't know if I like that. I kind of like those. Just have them come off the mountains like that, kind of in a straight line. That works. Nope. Forgot to silence the phone. Sorry about that, folks. It's probably no one important. There we go. Some little hills forming out here. Let's go back to our mountains and do the same thing. Just carry this effect on and see where it goes. Let's try with the stylus. Kind of like that. Second, someone left me a message, so it might have been important. Let me go check that as I... One second, folks. Probably need to listen to that. Apparently, I have been selected for something so special that no one ever has been selected for that selection before, so... Ooh, go me. Let's go back to making our hills. Now, with these desert out here, I'm just going to kind of make these hills a little bit rounded. Going back to our mountains again. Small little hills coming off those. There we go. A lot of fun little details. Almost, and I know this is blasphemy, I almost like using a mouse better on this program. Offers me a little better control. Not for the painting, but for like putting down topography and details. I kind of like that better. Gives me kind of a uniform look with these hills that I'm doing right now. there's a push to scroll or anything button that I haven't found mapped out yet. If you know, let me know, guys. We'll really appreciate it. There we go. Okay, we got mountains, we got topography, we got hills going on. Let's maybe get some more hills here. More hills. Over here in our grasslands, more hills. We're doing pretty good now. So now let's go ahead and start on our river bodies. And I just need to remember how I do those. Yes, rivers. Roughness, we like roughness, meander distance, and width. Maybe 3. All right. Just, generally kind of make a educated guess on where the rivers go. Not like that. Let's find the really big ones first. Really big ones will be coming into these seas. Try meander distance more. Ooh, I like that. That's cool. Maybe one down here. Cool. Let's come down to our grasslands. We're gonna have a giant, like, wet one that creates marshes just all the way over here like crazy. Put a mountain right there to block it. Go. That was fun. Maybe this guy comes down here from these hills. Let's have a look at that. Nope, don't like it. It doesn't make sense doing that, so we'll come back over here. There, that's better. Didn't connect all the way, so we'll kind of don't. Wonder. Source faded. That's what's going on. Okay. So if I hit the source fade in, again, this is the second time I've used this. If I hit source fade in, it gives me that nice taper that I really like. But if we're doing the little offshoots of this, ooh, here's a good river. Start right here, and this will be the Nile, as it were. That's cool. There we go. Maybe there's another river like right here that kind of like they're twin rivers. Kind of split the continent or something. Now that we'll go back in and we'll kind of add some mountains and topography that makes sense there. Instead of just having rivers flowing really weird. And Mark Twain said, get your facts straight and then you can embellish them. This is going well. I like this map. Alright. A little more. Very cool. Guess these are our big white snow-covered mountains. Do you like how easy it is to cheat with this? Again, if there's anything you guys want me to add to this, please let me know. Alright, let's go back to our grassland down here. But a couple. Of course, this area down here is going to be a lot colder. So we're going to have pine trees and stuff. I should add extra big mountains in this area. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and add some. Let's get our big mountains back. Because ice will hold mountains together down in these areas. This cold land right here. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and go in here and refine some of the colors we made. We'll start. Oh yeah, we got to add some additional little mountains here. Maybe one right here. There we go. Just a couple. Make it a little more interesting. Let's see what else we got here. What's this? Ooh, marsh. Heck yeah. Make all this area over here marshy. There we go. Marshy, 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 marshy. Very cool, very cool. Alright. What's this? Shrubberies? Leafy trees. Well, we're going to go with our pine trees first. And actually, before we do that, let's go back to our land, and we're going to start painting some stuff a little bit better here. Let's get a kind of a darker gray. We're going to get our brush size to like small. Opacity a little bit smaller than that. Okay, that's good. And now we're just going to go in and we're just going to very gently get these mountains. it's not painting mountains. Maybe I have some rules. Single palette. Yeah, well, that's interesting. Kind of disappointing. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's cool. Not 100% sure what happened there. We're just going to very lightly, only where these mountains are, is we're just lightly going to hit them with a little bit of gray. That doesn't sort of do anything. Probably just stay zoomed out. Wish there was a method with your stylus that you could zoom out on these mountains. That's okay. That is okay. Let's get the brush size a little bit better. There we go. Again, we'll come back and blend these in. Love to see a smudge with this. The reason we're doing this, we want to show that some of the mountains here are definitely have a white top tone. I don't think we're going to worry about the hills too much. We definitely want to hit those mountains though. There we go. Come down and hit the rest of these mountains. Might even go in and highlight the sides of them just to give them that much more of a tone. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? But we'll put a base down first. Again, I'm not being too careful. I'm just highlighting them in. It's definitely given us a nice, in my opinion, a nice breakup of the mountains. Some of them that are spaced, I'm making sure that I'm not drawing a solid line. Right there and that guy right there. Then up here, kind of gently. Gently there. Of course, these guys, it's going to get a little nuts. Little nuts! We're just highlighting the mountains with this gray. We'll go in and cap them off. Then we'll blend the other colors to their bases. Know that this program might not have been designed to do this, but we're going to give it a cowboy try. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, well, I can always just fill it in with another color. Kind of like that though. Just adds a little bit more, it makes it just that much more interesting. Usually I'll have Notepad up and open, and as I'm doing this, I'll just make some notes on, you know, stuff pops into my mind. Like these mountains here, these are really interesting. Giant, huge peaks that have separated the land, that have given rise to all these different cultures, providing giant rain shadow for this desert. sure we're hitting all these. There we go. Get a little more here. More here, there. Ooh, shaw. Get the kung fu going on this. There we go. So, hold on. Finish up these mounts here, and then go to highlighting. Wonderdraft also allows us to change a number of things. Before we get into the really deep coloring and finalizing it, we might play around with the color type. We might come back to this later. Just, we're kind of fooling around with this, seeing what we draw, seeing if we like it, seeing what's going on here. I'd like to shout out to everybody on Twitch watching. Hi. Everybody on YouTube and everybody on Facebook. Hey guys, thanks for coming. If you want to see anything, want me to draw anything, please let me know. I would love to do that for you. I am your drawing monkey, so let me know. But not one of those creepy monkeys, you know, with the... Alright, let's get in here and highlight these now. Alright, we're going to start down here. At the very tips, we're going to reduce our brush size to as small as possible. And probably a white. Okay. Why is it not doing that? Okay. There it goes. That's interesting. It's like the mountains change color based on, at a certain point when you run a color into it, the mountains will change. I dig that. That's kind of cool. A little annoying that I can't go in and really modify them, but we'll make these mountains white. That's cool. Other mountains we're going to keep the same color. Oops. I'm not digging that. I am definitely not digging that. Okay, we'll go back and we'll... Go back anymore? Nope. Okay, plan B. That might be something in the future I would love to see changed, maybe? That's okay. So we are going to go in and we are going to now put the big brush size, low opacity. Just going to kind of come in here with the neutral. Let's see if we've got a better neutral. Definitely not that one. This guy? That's it. Z this stuff out. Kind of go over stuff and blend it a little better. It's weird how that changes to red with the gray. That's okay. Kind of weird linear burn. But we'll deal with it. Maybe we need a different color. Maybe we'll go with something like that. That works. Spread that around the mountains. Spread that more around the mountains. Make sure that transition isn't as apparent. Okay, we're just blending the gray into the background there. But still, we want to retain the darkness of our mountains, the gray we put under there. So this color's working. So darker tan. Oh, this reminds me, that's weird. It's turning green over there on the amber. Huh. Alrighty. A little bit kind of weird with the color. I don't know exactly what's going on with that. It's probably me not being familiar with the program enough to give an accurate heads up on what's going on with that. That's okay, we'll learn. That's why we're here, right? More blending in places. It's kind of cool, okay. Some more of these mountains up here. Make sure we get the desert, except I really don't like that green. Too brown. Let's Control Z that out. There we go. Maybe that in the desert instead. Just a really, kind of a stipple effect going up there. Just like that. Maybe use this color. There we go. Like burned. Maybe it's a paper effect or something. Let's go in and let's hit near these. Very gently hit. Oof. That is definitely not gently. Near these rivers start. So we got a better green. Nope. Let's see if we can figure something out. That's not bad. Just no pressing. It's too. Even with opacity that size, that green's still not. Let's change the color. Really, let's see if on mouse it works better. Yeah, mouse that works a lot better. Swamp thing going on right there. Except I don't like it. Nope, not one bit. Color's kind of weird with this program. I will be the first one to point that out. I think we got a winner right there, though. So we will go with that one. Maybe it's the color of paper underneath it. Not 100% sure, but we'll work with it. We'll figure it out. Thank you, autosave. Thank you for joining us today. By you, I'm talking to you specifically, random, nameless person out there. So we kind of got this Technicolor dream map thing going. Don't know if I like that, but you know what? We're going to go with it. Yeah, we're going to go with it. That's kind of weird. Maybe we go with a little darker green now. And the oceans. It's not too bad. Carry it to the river areas. Definitely in these areas. Alright. Where are we going? I don't know if I... You know what, let's do this. Let's do this. And then instead of doing that, we just go bump. Why not, right? It's not working for us. That's interesting. I've got an idea. Again, I'm just playing with this right now. We'll reload the map. Let's go back. We'll just give it a couple of colors instead of what we have been doing. Kind of just to show kind of what's there. Maybe the sponge for the desert. Maybe kind of at this cold for this area down here. Maybe this green for everything else. Just keep it simple. What's that say? Keep it simple, stupid. We'll go with that. Not go too crazy with details. Come back later with it. Let me know what you guys like. If you like the craziness or if you like the... They're so weird. Oh, looks like we're stuck with this. That kind of sucks. Oh well, good to know. Apparently you commit, there's no going back. That's kind of cool. We'll just do a little, the mountains, we'll just do a little bit of that. Looks like earth tones are the best way to go on this map. Oh well, you live, you learn. Still a little irritated. But I think this is a better choice than the Technicolor Dream map. this one's up here. I don't like that. Let's get a different color. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think that works a lot better. I think that works a lot better on this. Brush size this down a little bit more. Kind of fade these in a little. Make sure we keep accurate to the highlands and lowlands. Again, the software is in alpha, so gotta kind of keep that in mind, and we'll see what they're gonna do with it. Or, excuse me, the software's in beta. Let's do this with this ice area. We'll do not so crazy. Not too bad. I like this. Let's go ahead and start adding the forests. Collision scale. What does that do? Okay. Turn that to. Ooh. Placement rate. Wow, okay. I guess what we're gonna do. Scale, let's go. And I'll that up a little bit. That's good. Okay. Here we go. Put him by the mountains. Don't cover too many details. Yeah, we got pine trees. We'll keep them by the mountains. Come over here, same thing. Do I go too nuts with this? Okay, we got trees there. Let's go ahead and let's make our forests. Now the forests, last time we used this program, a little bit of trouble with the forests. We got a little. Should we use these instead? Nah. Let's go back to these guys. Ooh, I kind of like those better. Yeah, let's go with these. They kind of had a tendency to lag like that. So we're not going to put too many in. Just kind of where they should be. There we go. Occasional forest here and there. Kind of staggered. Not many right there because, you know, desert. Again, your forests are going to be near your mountainsides. Yeah, we got forests. Maybe some right there. Some right there. There. Alright, cool. Like the map so far. Okay, let's make this really. We'll make some big forests down here. Maybe some down here. Maybe some down here. Yeah, some down here. Some down here. Haha, over there too. There. there. That's the force sound force makes. Okay. Now let's go ahead and add some little markers. That's cool. Slug stuff. Overlays. Okay, that's tracing. Squares. Flat hex. Pointy hex. We're not going to use any of those. Lines, line width. Let's go 3, radius 1. We'll have this right here be the center of this world. Let's say, yeah, right here be the center of the world. We'll have another one. Off this coast right here. Coastline. So let's not do that. Let's. That feels better. Maybe we'll have another coastline right there. The road right there. Okay. Let's just have the one. I like the one. Let's change the water. Randomize. Ooh, like randomized stuff. Land. Texture, paper. Let's go in here. Feudal. Ideal of the worn. Feudal, black and white. Worn. And don't want the worn too much. Oh yeah, let's go with fuel. Landmass blend. Vex distance. So not bad. Coastline, irregular. Okay, let's go back to the ocean. Water texture. Go. Overlays, labels, symbols. Let's get some cities here. Let's see if we can find a very large compass. Very large rose compass. We'll just stick that down here. Nope, nope. Let's make this big. There we go. And we will do something like that there. Custom colors. Let's do. Absolutely nothing. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Symbol, if we want. Maybe a castle right there. So I don't know if I want castles. I might go in and do something else with this. But that's not bad. Good little map we've done today. Save that. A lot. I'm gonna export this as normal. Picture, sure. PNG, you betcha. I do like it PNG. Hope it doesn't turn out like that. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming to the stream. I think we are going to we're going to call it right there. That's a fun stream. Fun little map we made. You know, showing the power of the design of, Wonderdraft. Things I'd like to see in Wonderdraft, I'd like to be, the painting system's a little wonky. I'd like to be able to do some different, some different things with that, but that's fine. If we could blend like a blending tool or a fuzz out tool, that would be just brilliant. But other than that, really impressed with the product. Love the coastlines, love the mountains, love the sprites. Really fast, really easy. This is not a review. Maybe next time maybe I'll just put in a review of what I like, what works for me, what doesn't work for me, and what's not working for me. Also, check us out online. We did at our YouTube channel. We just got done doing a fantasy map with Art Rage on just an iPad. It's really interesting. Go check that out. Also find us on Facebook at Avant Novis, Twitter, Avant Novis, online. Our website's avantnovis.com. Check us out there. We keep everything on there and up to date, or I should. Would like to thank everybody. And with our team here at Avant Novis, me, Drew, Jenny, Ethan, Amber, Dee. We'd like to thank you for coming, and you guys have a wonderful day, and God bless.